This is week 5, Code Crew by Show Short Price. This is the first time. This was my time coming back into the crew where I started to fall asleep the first time. So this time around, it was just more or less just making sure I'm learning the material. I remember most of CSS and HTML for the things I was awake for, and just going back and looking at it, it had some pretty interesting things that I missed out on using float and other things of that nature. CSS is just as I remember it, complicated, but yet simple, if that makes any sense. But where I was trying to get to with this is it's nice to actually learn the material when they're talking about it and actually just getting it down onto the in the exercises. I was going back and forth between HTML and CSS, constantly checking for errors, checking for well, not really checking for errors, just checking to make sure I am using the programs right. I have a better understanding of what classes IDs were from the first time I came about. Because again, being kind of lost and not using them properly the first time around is great that I actually get to use them properly this time around. One of the things I had to relearn was how the inline blocks work. What should I use, percentages or pixels? For the most part, I did use pixels, so you kind of match everything together. The weekly project was fairly straightforward, and I know next week we're gonna get into more complicated CSS and HTML. And what we are doing now is just basically just building that foundation of what we should be going up. And I do have my suspicions that once we get done with this, we're gonna do weekly project of the website building that we did last time. Now, last time when I did do the weekly project build, it wasn't the most glorious thing. I just kind of copy paste things, but hopefully I will be more prepared this time around. But it is nice to come back and see CSS and HTML from actually learning it properly versus just try to skip by and catch up. And just not be able to play catch up is a great feeling from the first time. So hopefully I can keep this hot streak going. I don't have to worry about anything of that nature. And just keep pushing forward, keep trucking, and let's get it done.